Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to the Narita podcast. My name is Joanna. I'm your host, and I'm very happy that you're here and tuning in into this new episode. Today, we talk about one of my favorite topics ever: how you can build and strengthen the relationship with yourself. And how I always call it, how can you become your own best friend? Because the relationship with ourselves is the most important one we are ever working on. And also, this relationship is guiding the rest of our lives. If we're doing good, if we're not doing good, what people we pull in into our life, what we can reach with our careers, and how we are feeling in our body. So, that topic for me is the most important one and also the most fun to talk about. Of course, healing doesn't have to be so serious, and healing doesn't have to be so deep all the time. Can bring joy, it can make fun, and is kind of a lovely game if allow yourself to be that. Before you and me dive deeper into this topic, I would really love if you do me a quick favor. If you watch this episode on Spotify or Apple Podcast, please follow the podcast and give me some reviews with the stars. If you watch this on YouTube, please follow the channel, like this video. This would really help me so much to reach more women and help them for free to heal and grow to the most shiniest, best version of themselves. Thank you so much. How do you now become your own bestie, your own best friend? Let me tell you one thing. For a very long time, I was my worst enemy. I was sabotaging myself, my mental health, and my body. I was fighting myself and my body. And I always thought I need to be somebody else. I need to look different. I need to do something to reach something to be worth it of the love I was so desperately seeking out. So I have been there. I had eating disorders. I had depressions. I went through a very traumatizing heartbreak. And everything I did was, instead of working with myself, I was sabotaging myself. I thought it's my fault that somebody does not love me. I've been there and I really know how it feels. And if you feel the same, take your time, sit down, take a walk, listen to this episode, because I can really give you some good tips out of the bottom of my heart so you can start today with little steps, being aligned with yourself and your body, and then get all the other tips to get your own bestie. First of all, what does every relationship needs? Time, effort, and love, and kindness, right? If you think about your best friend, how do you talk to them? How do you motivate them? How do you speak to them? How do you treat them when they don't feel good, when they are struggling, when they're facing some challenges? I think for sure you're super nice, you're super friendly, you're super loving and caring, and you kind, right? You show them all the love you probably don't show yourself when you need it, because you also deserve it. So if you think about relationships and how they are able to grow or to heal, to get better, to go deeper on such a beautiful level, then it takes everything I just counted, time and effort. Here's the clue. If you want to build a good relationship to yourself, you need to take actual time with yourself. And I'm going to give you a lot of tips. So if you have the possibility to write things down, I would advise you to do that now. Press on stop, take a journal, take a pen, whatever, or write it down on your phone. If not, then come back here later and write them down for yourself so you don't forget them. What I did back in the day was distracting myself, being with other people. I was trying to do anything to not be alone with myself. I was meeting friends, I was with my family, I was in school, I went out to do party, whatever. Being with myself was the worst thing ever for me. I couldn't stand it. I didn't feel good. I felt uncomfortable. I felt annoyed, and I couldn't relax only being with myself. And if you think about that, that's insane. You have your soul, you have your heart, and both of those live in your body. Why does never teach us anybody when we grow up how to spend time with ourselves, how to love our body, how to accept who we are, to treat us in a good way? That is insane. So, but the good thing is, it is never too late to start building this relationship with yourself. All right. So, the first tip, or the first thing also I did, is I marked one date with myself in a week for, I think, 2 hours. Okay. Take a day in the week where you can make a date with yourself. And those things don't have to start in a crazy way. This date can be you go with yourself on a walk, put your journal into a bag, take it with you, sit down in nature and write down your thoughts. You could take yourself out to your favorite restaurant to get lunch or to get dinner. You could take yourself out on a coffee date, or if you are a little bit more crazy and open minded, you can book yourself spots in some workshops, maybe in a cooking workshop, in a drafting, in a painting workshop, in a creative workshop, whatever it is. You take yourself out on a date with things you enjoy and things you like to do. And if you're right now asking yourself, I don't really know what I like to do, then take a blank paper, take some colors, and do a brainstorming session. Write down anything you could think about, you could maybe be willing to try out. Write those things down and then choose one and do that. And please don't be afraid to get disappointed when you try out things and you find yourself not liking them. This is a good thing, because everything you dislike brings you closer to the things you will enjoy and you will like. We want to be realistic here. So one date with yourself in a week is a good start. If you feel like this is not you, then I have also a second possibility for you. Start small daily rituals. Maybe one quick journal session in the morning, or a meditation session, or maybe 20 minutes of stretching, listening to your favorite music only by yourself in the evening. So I've realized that either people like both, like rituals or dates with themselves, or they only like one thing. So this is about on you to find out what you prefer the most and what feels more generous to you. Being authentic and honest with yourself is the most important thing on that journey. Okay? So don't lie to yourself. Don't. Don't do things because you think you should do them or because other people tell you this is what you should do. I'm right now giving you just all the possibilities you can try out, but it's on you in the end to decide what you like, what you don't like, what you want to try, what you're willing to try. Because anything about this journey is to feel comfortable with yourself, to start liking spending time with yourself. It is a difference if you feel lonely or if you are alone. In my opinion, I am never alone because I have myself. And on this point, after years working on that to the relationship with myself, I really like myself. I just do. I can do anything with myself and I have fun and I enjoy it. If I meet other people while doing so, even more better. If not, me plus me is perfect. So I can never be alone. Having this mindset, having this feeling. Feeling lonely, that's something different. I feel lonely because my boyfriend sits in the US and he's not with me. But even though he's not with me, I have myself. Do you get that? Putting it all together, first brainstorm on the things you like to do, you want to try out and find out if you want to do them. And then. Second, find out if you're a ritual person with small daily routines or every second day or every third day, or if you're the person who really wants to have a big date with yourself. From here on, the intention behind anything is to fall in love with yourself. Think about that. If you imagine your perfect date with a partner, what would that be like? How would you feel like? Where would you go? What would you wear? How would you feel when you come back home afterwards, calling your best friend on the phone? What will you tell her? Okay? Romanticizing the relationship with yourself and the things you do with yourself. It is not weird or awkward to go with yourself on a date, sit somewhere alone. The only people who tell you that this is awkward are the ones who are afraid to spend time with themselves. Okay? So somebody tells you something negative or tells you not to do something, I want you to first think about what does it say about that person and what does it actually say about you. Most of the time, nothing at all. Nothing will change if you don't spend time with yourself. One other super important thing is open your calendar and mark those days or those ritual time periods. And if anybody else is coming up and telling you, hey, can we meet? Or at work, somebody wants to schedule you another meeting or whatever it is, and you look into your calendar and you see the mark, me time, you don't cancel the date with yourself. You don't cancel a date with yourself. You should be your first priority, because the more better you feel with yourself, the more you fall in love with yourself, the more you like your body, the more better the rest of your life gets. Imagine you go on a date with this perfect partner. Would you cancel that if a friend asks you to do something with them? I don't think so. So from now on, you put those things in your calendar. You be consistent with them every week, every 3 days, whatever is realistic for you. Please don't create something that you can anyways not hold on to. And then you stick to it. And then you make them even better. You dress nice for yourself. You create a new hairstyle. You put on a new lip gloss. You grab your new bag to take yourself out. This should be an embracing thing for you. You should enjoy that. You should look into your calendar and be like, oh, tomorrow it's my day with myself, and be happy about that. So put as much effort in those things and in the self-talk with yourself than you put into your best friend. When we specifically talk about your body, how did I start loving my body? First, accept it as it is. Okay? The more pressure you put on something, the more it is about changing it and modifying it, not being good enough, the more bad you feel. But the moment you take time on your date, on your rituals, to look yourself in the mirror, and in the best case, you do that naked, and you look at yourself without judging, without negative or hatred self-talk, only with love and with acceptance, and you go to yourself and say, hey, I see you. Thank you for living this life with me. Thank you for doing everything and carrying me everywhere I want to go. I see you and I love you. And even though in the first times you don't believe that, you will rewire your brain when you repeat this once or twice every day to yourself. The talk you have with yourself and the thoughts you have about yourself are so incredible powerful. So whenever you catch yourself watching yourself in the mirror, talking to yourself, thinking something about yourself, make sure those are beautiful, kind words. You give yourself compliments. You can think about this practice as a hobby you can train, and the more you train it, the better you get in it. all in all, if nothing change, nothing will change. So if you really want to become your own best friend, now you have all the tips and advices and modify for yourself so they feel good for you. Create your own unique way. We are so different. We need different things. That is completely fine. And see it as a game. If you really want that, you need to do it. Nothing will change, nothing will heal, and nothing will grow if you don't start, if you don't be consistent, if you don't hold the promises you give to yourself, and if you're not aware that this is a journey. It is not a sprint, it is a marathon. Okay? And some days these things will work better, and some they maybe will not work as good. The point is to stick to it and to know why you do it. Also ask yourself and write down, why do you want to be your best friend? Why do you want to love your body? And why do you want to heal and to grow? If you have a why behind the things you do, then you are most likely not to give up on them. So I'm telling you, being your own best friend, loving your body, no matter if you gain a little weight, if you lose a little weight, wherever you are on your period, this is the most best feeling you can ever create with yourself. And if you reach that stage, and you will, because I do believe in you, so many doors open, so many magic will happen, so many amazing, cool people will drop into your life. I promise you that. And also, if you know the feeling of being alone and feeling so unhappy with that, you will never ever feel that again. Because the more you have yourself, the less you are alone. And this is really, really worth it, putting in the effort and the love with yourself. You are cool. You are amazing. Your body is perfect and is fine the way it is. If you want to change something, change it in a healthy way. Give yourself time and be kind to yourself. Stop having bad thoughts about yourself. I forbid this. I want you to see yourself, to value yourself, and to respect yourself. A person you respect, you would never break a promise. You would never leave them lonely. You would never talk in a bad way about them. You would never have shitty thoughts about them. And you would never talk them down. With a person you respect, you love them, you cheer them, you celebrate them, you support them, you talk in a nice way with them, and you want to see them win. And I want to see you win. I want to see you winning so bad. I was in such a bad place, and I'm here right now. We are all special. We're all unique. So I'm not better than you. If I could do it, you can do it too. All right, beautiful soul. This deep talk kind of ended up into a power talk. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will never get tired talking about that because it is so motherfucking important. I really, really do believe in you so much. If you liked this episode, please show me some love in the comments. Go on my socials, follow me there, text me. I love talking to you. I love to hear your stories. Please let me know what was the best tip for you or the best exercise you're gonna try today or even tomorrow. Also, send this episode to all your girls, to your mom, to your cousin, to your sister, to your aunties. I'm very sure some of them also need to know how they can grow to their own bestie. I love doing this podcast for you. I love this community. So thank you for being here. I put all my heart into this project. Really hope I can inspire you. I can motivate you. And I want you to know that I see you. I really do see you and I feel you. And I'm proud of you that you're here, that you listen to this, and that you want to move forward, that you don't want to get stuck. This is already the first most important step. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Take a deep breath in and out. Appreciate your body. And we see us next week, every Wednesday, to the new episode.